Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome back to Cannon Fodder, the channel for Arsenal fans all over this world. And eventually, Arsenal overcame. They didn't overcame anything. Yeah, it's like a comedy of errors. The gift that just keeps on giving. Oh my goodness. Yeah, no, we're going to get into this instant post game reaction on the other side of this music intro. Yeah, welcome back again to Cannon Fodder TV, the channel for Arsenal fans all over this world. And oh wow, what a game in the end! What a game! You know, sorry, what have I done here? Sorry about this. Oh, there's not a mistake there. Is there a mistake? No, there's no mistake. Sorry about that, people. Yeah, the gift that just keeps on giving, man. Yeah, Arsenal. I mean, Liverpool, man. Liverpool and Virgil van Dijk, man. Virgil van Dijk, overrated, man. Overrated. But you know what? Where we usually start, we start at the point where we had the team news, and this was the team news. Let me remove this just for a second. What am I doing? What am I doing? Yeah, remove this. So this was the team. Ryan Goal, Ben White, Saliba, Gabriel, I'll get to him in a moment. Zinchenko, I'll get to him in a moment. Declan Rice, Jorginho, I'll get to him in a moment. Odegaard, Bukayo Saka, Martinelli, I'll get to him in a moment. And Havertz. So quite a few players I need to get back to in a moment. So this was the starting 11 against Liverpool. Now I'm looking at this 11 here, and I'm thinking the elephant that was not in the room. Where's Gabriel Jesus? Well, Gabriel Jesus was out with a knee issue, a knee injury. So he didn't play. He was sidelined. Um, Surprised at Kai Havertz. I actually thought that the player who I think scored bucket loads of goals against Liverpool is Leandro Trossard. But anyway, I'll get to Trossard in a moment. Zinchenko, surprised. Really, am I really surprised? Not really, because we know that he got turned over, didn't he, by Mo Salah, and Mo Salah is actually out injured. So it was kind of like a good call because that threat on the right hand side that Mo Salah poses, it wasn't there. It wasn't going to be there, was it? Jorginho, a little bit of a surprise, but he actually played relatively well. Gabriel Magalhães. Yeah, Saliba. Saliba, I mean, for their goal, which was a messy goal, to be honest, I saw Luis Diaz kind of tussling with Saliba, and in that position there, it was kind of tough for Saliba to try and manage Luis Diaz, and Luis Diaz kind of got round it. But the gameplay for me, it was like you could see Liverpool played with such a high line, don't they? With all bags of space behind them, they always play with that with a high line with that bucket loads of space. And the countless times you could see get the ball to Martinelli. Martinelli can be in when there's a lot of space in that pocket on the left hand side there, just beating Konate, all ends up, and he got subbed off in the second half, and he was not happy, was he? Martinelli just was not happy. But the most important thing is Arsenal are back on track. Let's have a look at the table here. So this is the table as it stands. Arsenal are second. Man City have 2 games in hand. So if they do, let's just say they put the maths together, they win. They will be on 52 points. Ahead of Liverpool by 1 point, and Liverpool will still be behind. But this was a must-win game. Must-win game. And yeah, Arsenal won. So good luck to them. Good luck to them. What else do I have to say? You know what? Think about a comedy of errors. I mean, Virgil van Dijk, man, Allison. I just kind of get to feel that if I'm asked a question about which centre back would I rather have, in Virgil van Dijk or William Saliba, I will go William Saliba all day long. a lot quicker, a lot mobile. There's better understanding between himself and the goalkeeper. This would never have happened if it was David Raya and William Saliba at the back. But I don't really care. But it was just the gift that just kept on giving there. So yeah, so 1-1 half time. Again, I was just so surprised how, for me, Liverpool never really got going at half time, even though it was 1-1. They never had a shot on goal. So how did that happen? A comedy of errors. And like I said, with Leonardo Trossard, man, what a goal. What a goal. Left foot, right foot header. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So what I can probably say now, I mean, who was your man of the match? Who was your man of the match? And actually, whilst I'm live on air with ya, ooh yeah, with ya, let's think about who was the man of the match. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Actually, let's quickly just go into this one comment while I'm thinking about who could be the man of the match. So the moderator for this short show is Ashley D. Says, "Hey up, Gooners, and what a game and what result! Get in there, Gooners." Ashley, who was your man of the match? Let's have a look here. What am I doing here? What am I doing here? What am I doing? I'm thinking about who's the man of the match. Can't think of the man of the match. I'll probably go for Martinelli, because Martinelli on that left-hand side was a threat from right from the beginning until he got subbed off. I was thinking, Arteta, what you doing, man? What are you doing? Anyway, so let's do this. A man of the match versus choose only one. So I'll go Martinelli. I'll go Jorginho, who I thought had a really good game. Rice, who was the insurance policy in the middle of the park. Odegaard. And who else? Saka. All right, I'll put Arteta. Kind of thinking like you're taking off the main threat on the left-hand side and you put on Trossard. So I'll give you that. But on a negative point, when you play like that against Liverpool, it's not only about maximizing the space behind the back four, is what you do with it. And I'm looking at Kai Havertz, who was bearing down on goal. There was no way on the face of this earth I had any confidence that he was going to score. The body language I thought, right, he's not going to score. But thankfully, Bukayo Saka was in the right place at the right time. A relatively good save by Alisson, but only to palm it out to Bukayo Saka. And Kai Havertz, man. Emil Smith Rowe for me. Emil Smith Rowe for me all day long. His body language, kind of languid. Again, there's no confidence. There's no confidence in Kai Havertz. But that's just me. That is just me. What else do you say? Waiting for Carl to enter the room. Well, Carl has just sent me a message. Has he sent me a message? He has. He says, first, congratulations, Arsenal were easily the better team. Also, players comment make me laugh. It was always a dream. That's what they said. Really? Is that what they said? I think what a win at home game against Liverpool. Big club don't celebrate by beating in the league like they won the Champions League. 89 was understandable as it was the last day of the season. Also, players off the pitch. Your press was outstanding. Congratulations. But the funny thing is, Carl, I was waiting for. I thought play Darwin Nunez from the beginning. Playing from the beginning. I mean, it's like that Liverpool just didn't turn up. Really didn't turn up. McAllister in the middle of the park got dispossessed so many times. Konate got sent off. For me, those 2 soft yellow cards. For me, it wasn't. He shouldn't have got sent off. I don't like to see players getting sent off unless they're literally looking to go out and harm the opponents. But for me, it was a soft red card. But I was thinking, right, okay, Liverpool, when are you going to turn up? You going to turn up? No, they didn't turn up. Didn't turn up. And that's nothing to take away from Arsenal. I thought Arsenal played very, very well. Season-defining performance, not really for me. But it was a must-win game. 3-1, Virgil van Dijk and Alisson. And I'm thinking, if that was me back in the day, playing left back, and I did that, my goalkeeper would have given me a mouthful. But what do they do? Virgil van Dijk and Alisson, it was just one of those things, and they were shaking hands. What? Just shaking hands? You don't expect fisticuffs. But I don't know. Jota, not much from him. But Darwin Núñez should have started, not come on with like 25 minutes to go. But hey, what do I know? What do I know? Right. So let's have a look at this one. But yeah, if I'm going to choose a man of the match, for me, Martinelli. Every time the guy was on the ball, a threat, direct. And this is how I love Arsenal to play. Direct. Stop all this little, ticket. Erdegaard had so many opportunities to have a shot on goal. And he'd rather not do that and feign, come inside and pass to Bukayo Saka. I was thinking, the goal is waiting for you to have a shot on goal. Have a shot. But yeah, because I was thinking, please don't make it one of those games where we're going to miss some opportunities, this sideways pass back, because we're not sure, but again, against the opposition of Liverpool. But truth be told, it was a good performance. Not a great performance, it was a good performance. I demand a lot more than that. So we've got kind of over the little small heebie-jeebies against Liverpool, because I think Liverpool are still in the ascendancy, and the players are going to want to play for the manager, who's going to be leaving at the end of the season. But yeah, 3-1. Good goal by Leandro Trossard. But for me, my man of the match, Martinelli. Oh my goodness, he had the back four, the back five, beaten every single time he was on the ball. Anyway, Brian, long time. How are you, my friend Brian? I hope you're keeping well. It's been a long time since you've been in, maybe 2 years. But I hope you're keeping well, my friends. Martinez's second goal should be voted goal of the year. Okay, all right. Congratulations, Arsenal. What a performance, says Chuzu. Imagine if Liverpool had won, they would have celebrated as if they had won the triple, like they did last time. I don't think so. Arsenal's second goal by Martinelli. You want to not yet. Not yet, John. Got to bring in the major honours. The Premier League, bring in the major honours before you start calling players and managers super. No, not for me. You might think I'm probably being too harsh, but I don't really care. I don't care. Right, let's see how we're doing with this poll that we just put out over the last few minutes. I put Anne of the match. My goodness. And man of the match. Should have been man of the match. Now, I imagine someone will come and say, oh, you don't spell man, A-N. It's with an M. Oh, Alex, what have you done? Anyhow, 17 votes. Martinelli, 80% of the votes. 47% has gone to Jorginho. 12% has gone to Declan Rice. 18% to Erdegaard. And 6% to your manager, Mikel Arteta. All right. Come on, guys. Come on in live chat. I want to know your thoughts about who was the man of the match. What do you think about the game? Was it the game of the season? Not for me. Martinelli got taken off, and Martinelli was not happy. He was not happy. I mean, imagine that. He's the one major threat that we have, and he can see it and feel it in himself, and the manager's taking him off. Unless there was any kind of injuries, or there was no injuries. There was no injuries. But it can be forgiven because on that left-hand side, Trossard scored a really good goal. Left foot, man. Oh, my goodness. Right. Who else do we have? Brian says it was a great performance. Sure, Liverpool did not make the best performance, but Arsenal did not make it easy for them. I have been here the whole time, just not active all as well, my friend. Okay, thank you for that, Brian. Thank you for that. Yeah, I mean, look, Arsenal didn't make it look easy for Liverpool, but you know what? It's like with all this sideways passing when Liverpool were in possession in the first half, clearly it was to try and draw the players out, and they weren't having it. The players weren't having it. So they were disciplined in the positional where they were. I think that the formation was a 4-3-3, I think. But yeah, you can see all the while they're trying to draw them out, but Arsenal didn't fall for it. Didn't fall for it. And you could see the smile on Jurgen Klopp's face for the first half was kind of wiped off, apart from the point where, you know, we gave them a freebie. But apart from that, I was scratching my head thinking, I mean, where's Liverpool goal going to come from? I couldn't see them scoring. Couldn't see them scoring. Yeah, right. No, it's not coming. Not coming, John. No. What went wrong, Alex? Yeah. Well, listen, like we said, you know, players, when they play well, we'll sing their praise. But when they don't, they're not open to not being criticised. Kievo, he came on for Zinchenko, and I think Arteta kind of identified something was happening. I couldn't see anything, but he did, and that's why you haven't managed to manage situations. As I had to listen on the radio, so I can't give a man of the match. All right, about the referee. Referee, I thought it kind of, yeah, he kind of spoils it by sending off Konate. For me, it wasn't a red; it was a soft red. The second yellow for me wasn't a yellow. It was just, you know, just one of those things. But you know, hey, what do I know, guys? Come into the live chat. I want to know who was your man of the match. Who was your man of the match? And this is how Arsenal sit now. Second place on 49 points with 23 played. Liverpool still on top of the Premier League tree. Man City have 2 games in hand. Aston Villa 46 on fourth place from 23 played. And Denmark down the road out of, in the 5th place. I want to know who was your man of the match. This for me was just so laughable. So laughable. I'm thinking the Alisson and Virgil van Dijk, you know, you're playing for Liverpool. You're playing for the manager who's last season. Surely one should have barked out orders. And afterwards, you don't shake hands. You don't shake hands. But anyway, it doesn't really matter. But for me, Martinelli was my man of the match. And it was a little bit of a difficult afternoon for William Saliba. I thought he kind of got turned all over the place by Luis Diaz for their goal. It came off Gabriel Magalhaes' hand. I think it was his left hand. But I think it would have been difficult for most defenders in that position there. Kai Havertz, for me, didn't bring anything to the party. When he was bearing down on goal, I just did not believe that he was going to score. And he, too, did not believe he was going to score. Thankfully, Alisson palmed the ball into the pathway of somebody more confident than Kai Havertz in Bukayo Saka. The big surprise, maybe, would have been Gabriel Jesus, not there. And the halftime changes. Martinelli off, Reece Nelson was on, Bukayo Saka was on, and Leandro Trossard was on. Really good goal, not a brilliant goal. It was a really good goal by Trossard. We've just been talking about the man of the match. My man of the match is Martin Ellie. And there you go. You can see how it ended. Anything else we have to say? Let's have a look here. There's been just some more comments there. I'm just enjoying the result. Someone talk about people who've not been in the live chat for a long while. Tyrannosaurus, good evening to you. I hope your boys are keeping you busy at home. I'm joking. I hope you're well. Even X, John, Ashley, and everyone watching. Arsenal are not clinical. Should have scored loads more goals. This is really going to cost us during the season. For me, it goes down to not having an out-and-out striker. It's not about to change. It's not about to change. And this is not a time to rant, but for as long as Arsenal can secure that top four, we won't be getting a top-line striker. And the ownership will be happy because we'll be in the Champions League, even though the format will change next season, generating a lot of finances, a lot of money. The merchandise is rolling in and being sold out. So as long as Arsenal can and Mikel Arteta can secure top four, it sounds familiar, doesn't it? Remember Arsene Wenger? Top four, that's trophy. We're not going to get a clinical striker. These are my thoughts. But good to see you back. Rice is my man of the match. Amount of her plays he breaks up is amazing. Havertz is certainly not my man so far. Bring back Xhaka. We've moved on from Xhaka. Hard to pick a match. Yeah, for me, difficult man of the match. Anyway, it was a solid performance from everyone in 99% of the game. A little slip up in the first with a Saliba, etc. But otherwise, so man of the match, Martinelli, by a small margin. Okay, Tiger Source, yeah, a great game from Rice. Jesus, why play him in the last match? If his knee was suspect, surely Liverpool match was more important. Down to Mikel Arteta. Mikel Arteta, man. To be fair, Utubi, yeah, Guna, Utu. Yeah, sorry. Welcome back, fella. Whoops. To be fair, Liverpool had too many freebies in this season, and they got cut today. Brian, team performance, Arteta, man of the match for me. Why did Eddie not start? Did we miss Eddie? We didn't miss Eddie. No, I don't think we missed Eddie. I'm not even sure. Was he on the subs bench? Can I see from here? No, I can't see. I don't think he was even on the subs bench. Eddie seems to be a backup and wasn't in the plan. Don't think we missed Eddie Nketiah. John, I could agree with that. Yeah, let's have a look again at the poll that we've done. I'm sure someone's going to come in the comments, if not later on this evening or tomorrow, and say, "You put An, not man. You spell man with an M, not A-N." Thank you for that. We've now received 63 votes. There's been 3 thumbs up and 1 comment. I haven't had a chance to read a comment just yet. Man of the match, I put these names there: Martinelli, Jorginho, Rice, Odegaard, and Arteta. On 5% of the votes, it's gone to Martin Odegaard. 8% of the votes has gone to Declan Rice. 10% has gone to Martinelli. Only 10%. Only 10% of the votes. 11% to Arteta. And out in front by a country mile is still Jorginho. I thought Jorginho had a really good game. Now, we spoke on the Easter Talk on Friday about the lack of leadership on the pitch. Jorginho has a voice, leads by example, and I thought he had a really good game. We'll talk about Declan Rice breaking up the play. I mean, the amount of times that he just intercepted or tackled McAllister before he's about to release the ball, I thought the timing was time to perfection. Really good. So maybe Declan Rice. Nah, I'll stick with Martinelli. Martinelli. All right. Just a few more minutes before we end on this live instant post-game reaction here. Let's have a look here. Remove this. Okay. Ferrari, good evening. A unique performance from the Gunners. Congrats. Unique. What a word. Unique. What about good performance? It wasn't a great performance. What unique performance? That's interesting. Let's see what City do now. Was this a season-defining game for Arsenal? I mean, all the games now are must-win games, aren't they? I'd far rather have the points in the bag than chasing the pack. And of the two clubs I'd rather not be chasing, they're ahead of us. Well, yeah, Man City with two games in hand, and Liverpool still at the top. I'd far rather have the points, man, than be chasing the pack. Eddie was on the bench. Why does Trossard instead of Havertz? What's your thoughts on this? Well, I did say at the top of the show, I was surprised to see that Trossard began or started. I mean, for me, Kai Havertz, his languid style might be deceptive, not for me. Bearing down on goal, I'm thinking he doesn't believe it himself he's going to score. And he didn't score. Trossard, on the other hand, breathing with confidence. If that had been Trossard would have scored the goal. But yeah, I mean, for me, it's a conundrum that Mikel Arteta has created for himself, but not for me. It's clear cut that Trossard or even Emil Smith-Rowe should be starting ahead of Kai Havertz. That's the way that I see it, anyway, at least. Okay, let's have a look here. Who else do we have? Yeah, I know. That's what I said. Yeah. You put in man. Not and that's what I said. I know someone's gonna come in and say, "Oh, we don't spell man with an A-N. It's with an M." I know. And of the match, we do things a unique way on Canon 4 TV. To be a Guna. Carl's in the house. Hello, Carl. I hope you're well. Congratulations, well played. Fully deserved. Only one team deserved to win. Georgie should start more often. He's better than Partey. What do you think? It's funny, when I said that last season, people disagreed with me. He's a better player, but people will tell you otherwise. Thomas Partey can't stay fit. I'm not interested in the stats. Please don't show me any more stats about Thomas Partey. All right. If you can stay fit for the majority of the season, then we can have that discussion. But the discussion I'm willing to have is that it's time to sell Thomas Partey. The best ability is availability. Make sure you're available to play these games. If you're not, because for me, I've seen enough of a sample. 2 seasons worth, 3 seasons worth of Thomas Partey who cannot stay fit. So going to your question about Jorginho, I'd rather have Jorginho in there than Thomas Partey. What's that? Even Carl, will we ever see Klopp at the Emirates again? No, no, well, no, it's not going to happen. Cheers all. I'm going back to watching TV. All is well, and have a great evening. Brian, thank you for coming in and being one of our longest members on Canon 4A TV. We do have some news coming up. News I can't tell you just yet. We'll probably tell you with a few, maybe a couple more games to go this season. But thank you, Brian. Stay well, my friend, and enjoy watching the TV at least. We have so many injury-prone players. What's causing this? Do you think? Well, the fact of the matter is, if you've got a car that you know cannot go at particular speed, don't go over that speed. If you understand what I mean. If we have players who you know cannot play 38 games only in the Premier League, don't force it. Rotate the players. But you know, maybe I'm just putting it in simple terms. I don't know. What's your thoughts? Let's be honest, with Mo Salah, Liverpool are not that much a threat in producing teams. And today they felt active only in the start of the second half. Yes, yeah. What I was thinking is that Liverpool must have been laughing to themselves. No shots on goal, but somehow going half-time 1-1, that you played so bad, but yet you still go in there half-time. I was thinking, right, so now, second half, Liverpool going to come out, pardon the pun, all guns blazing, but it didn't happen. It didn't happen. The goal conceded was a blunderbuster. Yes, John, when he becomes England manager. That's a good one. We should have done that in the FA Cup against them. Let's Burnley. So yeah, I had to do it. I knew someone was going to do it. You know, that's what happens when you're in a rush, isn't it? Making haste. I didn't even check to see if I got it right. Maybe I made some other mistakes there. Spelling a man without an M. Changed my mind. My man of the match is Virgil van Dijk. Oh my days. Doing a live show. Klopp would be a perfect England manager. Really? Would he? Alex, I've got that cough, mate. I hope you're well. I've been on rum and lemon. I was going to say rum and coke for a second there. Take care. Party can't be considered now. Champions League, maybe. I don't know. So here we go. Just a couple more minutes before we end this one. Let's have a look and just kind of refresh the page to see where we are with Anne of the match, not man of the match. God damn it. Oh dear. 90 votes. 90 votes for Anne of the match. On 4% of the votes, Martin Odegaard. 8% of the votes, Declan Rice. 9% of the votes is Mikel Arteta, your manager. 18% only 18% for Gabby Martinelli. That's all right. It can be excused. 61% of the vote says it's Jorginho. I'm happy with that. Jorginho had a good game. He had a good game. Controlling the midfield there. Right. Let's have a look here. Is Saliba like Dijk in his prime? Do you think? Nothing like him. I mean, Virgil van Dijk has never been blessed with blistering pace. William Saliba has blistering pace, as well as mindfulness about his position, where he is. The only big, massive difference is you look at Virgil van Dijk's trophy cabinet, compared to William Saliba, it's not comparable, is it? But I'd far rather have a William Saliba anyway than a Virgil van Dijk, if that makes any sense. David, another long time. What's happened? Everyone's like coming in. Who have not been in live chat for the longest time. Hi Alexa, how are you? I'm doing fine, thank you. I enjoyed the game. My only heart attack is on Teta. He needs to make changes when it's necessary. He contributed to players being injured, like Saka today. I'm not going to go in on that. Do you think Havertz did not see the what? Did not see the goalie when he shot before Saka scored. Who knows? Who knows? I was just looking at him, kind of running down, controlling the ball, then running down, bearing down on goal, and never in my mind I thought he would score. And you know what? He too never believed that he was going to score. And the funny thing is, it's like when you've missed an opportunity, or a teammate has scored a goal, you want to celebrate, yes. But when Bukayo scored the goal, he just went, oh, okay, yeah, Bukayo scored. If it was me, I'll go over to Bukayo and say, yeah, come on, you scored. It was like, oh, yeah, I missed the goal. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Bukayo scored from the rebound. For me, it has to be Emerson Rowe ahead of Kai Havertz. Yeah, nah, I don't know what's going on there, man. £65 million. I'm expecting a lot more from Kai Havertz. What do I know? Greetings, Alex and chat room. City's league to lose now, in my opinion. What about Liverpool? What about Liverpool? Do you know what, Liverpool? They've had this bump now in the roads, but they'll get back on track. Man City are purring at the right time, aren't they? Purring at the right time. Oof. If you're an Arsenal player, you've got to believe you can win this title. Yes. Let's check. I need to check something very, very quickly. Oh my God, there's been so many comments in there. I'll have to read it afterwards. A couple more minutes, people, and then we're going to be out on this one. Refresh the page and see where we are with the voting again for Anne of the match. It's supposed to be man of the match. I made a slight booby mistake with the spelling. Russian, M-A-N, not A-N. Anne of the match. Okay, we've had 99 votes, so we're not going to go in on that one. Let's remove this and remove that. Remove this and remove that. And just kind of review everything very, very quickly before we end this instant post-game reaction. So this is how we ended. 3-1 to the Arsenal. 3-1 to the Arsenal. A couple of freebies. Freebie given to Liverpool and a freebie given to Arsenal. You know, Virgil van Dijk and Alisson. I don't know what's going on there, man. Really. Only for Arsenal to turn on the afterburners when Liverpool really didn't turn up. And it was interesting to see how Liverpool were trying to draw Arsenal out, and Arsenal were not having it. The goal, which was an own goal, credited to Gabriel Magalhães, came off his left hand after Luis Diaz struck the ball. But a little bit of a tussle, a difficult position, actually, position-wise for William Saliba. And we sit now second in the table with 2 points adrift from leaders Liverpool. And I'm just thinking, would Klopp think that this was an opportunity lost? Not really, not really. Without Mo Salah, and of course a youngster as well, I can't remember his name. I think his father passed away within the last 24 hours at least. So, truth be told, I think it was on the cards that they were going to have this bump in the road, but it's not over by a long shot. It's not over. With 15 more games to be played in this season. And these were the scorers of the goal. You know what? Again, I'll go for my man of the match, who was Gabri Martinelli. Brilliant performance. And you think any manager with his weight in gold would say, keep passing the ball to Martinelli. With so much space behind the back line, Liverpool. Martinelli just eating up the ground. But anyway, we can't have it all our own way, can we? Last couple more comments and then I'm out of here, man. I'm going to have something to eat. John, everything has to go our way to win it now. Possible, but highly unlikely, in my opinion. But you never know. You never know. Forget about the hope, because it is the hope that kills. Get man of the match, handling of the ball. Would that have been a penalty if it did not go into? Yeah, it probably would have been. It probably would have been. Assembled a City are favourites, but you have to believe it can happen. Do you know when we know it's happened? When Arsenal win it. Until then, I'm not going to believe it. I'm going to remain consistent. I've said no Premier League this season. I've said no Champions League this season. I also went a little step further and say that I put a bet on. Maybe Arsenal probably won't even finish in the top four. There's 50 more games to go. The top four is quite tight, isn't it? You've got Aston Villa, fourth. You've got third. Who are third? City. Arsenal second, and Liverpool are top. So it's still quite close, isn't it? Very, very close. And this last comment here, I'll give to December. John, reality comes into it. Unfortunately, yes, it does. So that is it. That is it on the day that Arsenal got the job done. A must-win game, a season-defining game. We're not there yet. We're not there yet. Jurgen Klopp, without Mo Salah, yeah, the players really didn't turn up. He made a boob. He should have started Darwin Nunez. But hey, yeah, hindsight is a wonderful thing, isn't it? You will see me tomorrow evening with some more live news. But maybe a more of an insightful post-game reaction, if I can be bothered. But no doubt you will see me tomorrow. Anyhow, enjoy the remnants of your evening. And until then, this has been Cannon Fodder, the channel for Arsenal fans all over this world.